What a week. What a week. August 11, 2017. I am finishing my week green every single damn day on my day trade account. My swing trade account, that's a different story. But my goal was to finish green every single day this week. And I did. I accomplished that. If you guys go back to my video, I think from Monday, I talked about that I was going to focus on a couple things, and it was risk management, and I was going to downsize a lot more. Usually my risk size was about 200 bucks. I ended up going with 50% of that, $100 to $50 risk per trade, and that helped a lot. That helped for me to stay in place a lot longer and to follow my stop losses and my profit targets. So I'm very, very happy in terms of that. I wanted to do that before I go over to S&P Capital, not just to improve my P&L, but also my performance chart. I took a lot of trades this morning. Very disappointing. A lot of over trading. And I think part of the reason is because I was in front of the computer all day. I work from home, and I took a lot of plays. I ended up green, so that's what's important. So yesterday we had a big sell-off. A lot of stop losses were getting hit. A big pull on the market, and I think I posted this on the group message. This is the S&P futures, and which is pretty much a SPY. Every time it has a big red day, the next day it bounces. Red day, it bounces, and especially when it comes to this trend line, it bounces, and that's exactly what it did today. So a couple minutes before the market opened, I was starting to anticipate the bounce, and what confirmed the bounce was Apple, NVDA. Well, not NVIDIA. Well, yeah, it was NVIDIA. A lot of these tech companies ended up bouncing pre-market. So initially, I was like, okay, it's gonna bounce. We're gonna have a bounce day, so I'm gonna be long bias. My Apple entry, I was looking for a dip down here to 155. It didn't give me that chance. So once it made this flag here, it went up, pulled back, and then I went in. Was it 168.17 was my first entry? Oh, that's Facebook. Sorry. Apple 157.79. I think I ended up getting here because there was another bull flag that I was making. So, and talking about Apple is I screwed up because I was supposed to add more here. I ended up adding more on Facebook, and I'll talk about that in a bit. But my thesis here is that it's green on the day, very strong, and it's also making a bull flag. It made a bull flag there, popped, it's pulling back, and making a bull flag from its previous resistance, now support. So I ended up going in around this area. I sold off, I think, right when this pullback happened. Not a great profit, but I ended up green on this one. That's what matters. Again, I screwed up because I was supposed to add some shares, and I did to Facebook instead by accident. The loser that I had today was Edit, and this is completely my fault. I think it was the earnings winner. I didn't even do the research, and the only reason that I like this one is because I'm not sure why my fibs are not showing. There's a golden ratio here. I think I moved it around a little bit, but there's the golden ratio. I think it was around this area. I think I ended up moving it around. Anyways, so I was very tempted. I was like, all right, this is gonna be a nice short. So I ended up going in around here. Let's see, edit at 2070 was my entry. So yeah, exactly. I guess it was this Fibonacci I was looking at. But then I noticed that it went against me, which was fine because it didn't hit my stop loss. But once it bounced and it wouldn't break below that, I was like, okay, that's not gonna do exactly what I was expecting. So I ended up getting out at 2108. I think it was this candle here, because I just knew if it's not gonna break down, and it's, I guess, the earnings winner, I didn't do my homework on it. I'll just take the loss. So I ended up taking the loss. Instead of back holding this one, and it could have been a lot worse. So that was Edit. The other one that I took was Facebook. Facebook I played a couple times, two on purpose, the other one by accident. Facebook, my first entry was in the morning at 167.55, which it was here, because it did the big push, pull back, and it held. So I ended up going in there at 167.55. Then I think I added more at 168.07. At 168.07, I added more because adding to your winners, and it confirmed. It got over VWAP. So I ended up adding here. and I got out at I think almost at the top of that. Let's see, Facebook. I got out in the morning 168.68. So almost the top right here. 168.68 right here. That's where I got out. And then so I was done with this play, but by accident, and I'm gonna blame my little girls for this because they were interrupting. I meant to add more into Facebook. No, sorry, Apple. But instead, I added more into Facebook, and I went in here, 168.24, and I think it was 168.24 here. I think it was up here because the reverse went against me. I didn't really have a plan, but I was like, let's see if this trend holds, and it held, and then push, drop, and then I think I ended up checking out right here, right when it went back to this trend. And VWAP, I ended up just getting out. I was like, I shouldn't even be on this play. So I ended up taking like a small loss there. Netflix, very disappointing play because same thing. I think the thing is with Netflix is very volatile. A lot of times you have these big dumps that it takes, and you know that's the thing that kind of made me afraid of it because a lot of times it has those dumps. I was playing the bull flag here, made a flag right here, made another flag here, and oh, this is where I went in. I think it was this area here. I went in there, and boom, kind of it couldn't get past it, and then it started going against me. My stop loss was down here. I think it was below the opening, but you know, I guess I'm just so scared of this one being so volatile. I ended up just getting out here. Took a loss like a chicken that I am. But let's talk about the big winner, NVIDIA. NVIDIA, I ended up shorting the double top. Once it couldn't get past the double top, I ended up going for a short at 160, 156. Let's look. NVIDIA, no, I shorted later. 156.10 at 10:32 a.m. So I went in here, or 156 down here. I held through and think I added more. I added more down here in this area, 154. Screwed up my average. It bounced and I held, then it bounced. And once it started making lower highs, I mean higher lows, I ended up getting out. I got out here. I think it was 153.74, 73 right here. This is where I got out, 153.73. Because I recognized it was making higher lows and it wouldn't crack below the 152 area. So I ended up getting out. And I'm glad I did. Otherwise, I probably would have taken a loss. So I got out, but then I came back and shorted again. NVIDIA, let me see, NVIDIA right here, 154.86. I shorted once it cracked this trend. Once it couldn't make the revival pattern, I ended up going here, 154.86, and then I covered at 153.99. Yeah, 154.08, sorry, 154.08, down here. Almost at the bottom, right here. That's where I covered. Anyways, I ended up green week, so that's what matters. It's all I focused was position size, my risk reward, nothing else, nothing else. That's it. So hopefully that helps you guys in the future.